Hi, everybody. Today is June 13th, episode number 25.
Yes.
Yes, Saturday. Looking like Saturdays are going to be probably our norm for a while.
hmm
Sorry about the late week, but life happens. I am Nikki, and I am coming to you from Berlin, Wisconsin. And this, of course, is the Knick-Knack Knits podcast.
Yes. And I am Heather, and I'm coming to you from Southern California.
So, um, I guess we should do Spring Fling first.
Yeah, all of our where you can find us
Oh
stuff
yeah,
below.
yeah, we'll be down below
Yeah,
because it's a lot to say, guys.
yeah. We
And
both
we do
have.
have a. I will say we have a Ravelry group.
Uh,
All the rules for all of everything we're going to talk about for knit-alongs is over there. In order to participate, you have to be a member of our Ravelry group for all the cals that aren't ran on Instagram.
right.
So I will jump into the knit-along we had for May on Instagram, which was our spring fling the week of my birthday.
hmm
And the winner for that was number 23, and that's Meditative Crafter. And she knit a blanket. It was her
Yeah,
36th one, I think.
something like that. I scrolled through her Instagram after we picked the winner, and she has done a lot of. It looks like she does a lot of charity knitting.
So there that is. So if you get in contact with me over either email, Ravelry, or Instagram, I'll probably send you a message on Instagram as well, just because that's where you won. Um, and ask you for your information for Ravelry so we can get you out a pattern.
Yeah, that'll be the best.
Yeah.
Best thing
And then we have one more that finished, or should I talk about my other two that are still going?
Go ahead and finish up your two, and then
Okay.
I'll go ahead and do my three.
So Scrappy, guys, the Scrappy knit along is our crochet along. Whatever you use your scraps, at least 10 grams or more. Enter them over on our Scrappy Cal,
Mhm.
and we draw quarterly for that, and then we're gonna draw a great big one at the end. So we pick up from where we left off. And I have that wrote down in a different notebook, so I'm not even sure. But and then we'll draw the winner on our first podcast in July,
Mhm.
and then we have the Sock It To Me,
Mhm.
which that runs every 2 months. All it is any sock. It doesn't even have to be a pair. It's just one sock in those 2 months. Gets you an entry. If you do a whole pair, just take pictures with both, and you can enter it twice. If you knit two pairs of socks, because one each month, I'm entering you into a special drawing. You do it the entire year for that. So we have quite a few that have entered at least one pair each month.
Right. Yeah.
So
That seems to be a really busy thread for us as a Sakatumi.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that is the only thing I have to add on is we will be starting a new cal
Mm-hmm.
July 1st with Deborah, who is Doc's Firewoman, and her podcast is,
Diary of a Physicist Farm Gal.
yes, because I was going to get tongue tied with that. And we have to still work out the details with her. It's coming up fast, but I do know that it's just a Christmas in July with snowflakes the month of July. Maybe August too, I'm not really sure. So anything you knit or crochet with snowflakes, posted in both, you get double entries, guys, for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just be a member of both groups to enter in each one and see what you might win in that.
Right, and like honestly, if you knit or if you crochet a snowflake, like the ones that Nicci crocheted a few podcasts ago, those can even be counted into our scrappy because you're using a small bit of yarn. If you do, some color work on a mitt that's snowflakes, those can be entered into both of
Yep.
those
And
threads. It's utilize our threads. We are very open to double, triple dipping all across the board. And I wanted to say something on the Sock It To Me real fast. We personally, Nicci and I, are doing June sock month. So that's, our own personal thing that we're doing. We're not necessarily opening a thread for it, but if you want to join us, there are some hashtags that we've both posted floating around in Instagram. It's not official. That's what I'm saying. It's not official.
Yeah.
But Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady is doing the sock camp. So if you're doing something from her sock camp and you're entering it into one of her threads, I think she has like 4 threads for different ways.
Yeah, there's different camps. There's the
it's
like
points,
different the magic
cabinets.
loop,
Yeah.
the 9-inch circular, and then I think there's a random one.
Right. Yeah. So if you do something for her camp, then you can also enter it into our Sock It To Me and maybe even another thread too. So.
Yeah, because we're both trying to work at least 5 minutes a day on a sock.
Yeah, you'll see in my whips I have a few socks. And if you're following me on Instagram, I've been posting my pictures. Well, I was posting my pictures last week. I haven't really posted updated pictures, but I have one of the wheels on Tiny Decisions. That's all my socks just for the month of June. So, anyways, moving on. My cows that we're drawing prizes for, the main one is the Get Her Done, which is a monthly drawing, and that was just we only had one entry for this month or for May, and that was Shirley Knits 123. She finished her Odyssey shawl by Hohi Locatelli. So Shirley, when you see this, get in contact with me on Rav, and I will send you a pattern $7 or less. And yeah. Thank you.
Good job on that. She said she's
Yeah.
been working on that from 2018.
Really?
From one of the wool shows that she had gone to.
I didn't read her post, but I have.
It's a gorgeous colorway, that's for sure.
Yeah. Excuse me. I started one and and took it out, I think. Anyways.
Oops, sorry.
Cooper. So the next 2 are quarterlies. We have the Stephen West feature designer for the year. The quarter for this time will end the end of June, so we'll draw prizes at the beginning of July. And I didn't look at that thread to see if anybody had posted anything.
I know a few of our friends have stuff done. They still haven't posted yet.
Yeah, so they'll get those in. But this is like, you have a couple weeks until we're gonna draw prizes for that thread. And then we have the read along that is ending in the end of June as well. And let us know if you would like to carry on and do another quarter, or if it's just not something that works for our group. It was a spur of the moment idea to start this, and we'll draw prizes for that at the first podcast of July.
Hopefully he's done barking now.
So I think that's all of our admin stuff. That's all I got.
Yes. That's all I have.
So we'll take a quick break and back with FOs.
Yes. So give me 1 second. Sorry. All right, everybody, and we are back with finished objects. I am wearing one of my big ones. Last time you saw this, I had just joined it in the round because it's a bottom up. I'm not going to stand up because I'll be right on top of the camera. So, but this is my Rift. I don't know if you can see the detail under the arm here, but I loved it. I wasn't sure at first because my husband thought that this part right here, being that it's on the outside rather on the inside, that it made it look funny, he said. So, but I'm enjoying it now that it's all off the needles. I would like to make another one, but I would like to make it much longer. And then I finished my baby flax, and I did it without the garter ridges, and I made it short sleeves because this is a real lightweight sock yarn, and it's the baby flax light. But I thought it would be really perfect for summer and the start of fall here in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
and that was made out of bamboo pop sock in the colorway Wildflowers. And then this here was Hobby Lobby's Soft and Sleek.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin is the orange, and then the like oatmeal color I call it is linen. So I held 2 strands to get gauge.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Okay, I have a finished object.
yay!
Not as grand as a rift, but I finished another barn raising square. So I don't know what this yarn is. It's a mini that I received from Kim. But
Is that
it
pink
is,
and gray?
yeah, pink and gray. Pink, gray, and white.
Okay.
Yep. So this is, I want to say this is my 5th square. I didn't bring up that bag. It has my squares in it, but I think this is my 5th square. So I'm just chugging along, and sometimes I do it on Scrappy Sundays, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just do it when I feel like it. So that's my finished object.
Should we do acquisitions just to break it up in the middle?
Sure.
Okay. Do you have any acquisitions?
I do. Do you?
I do, because it was birthday.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I do.
Okay, well I'll go first.
Okay.
So Nicci randomly sent me and Kim a text message a week ago, and was like a picture of a receipt. You'll be receiving packages soon, and we're like, okay. She does that randomly. So she sent me 3 project bags. I have a project in this one, so it's her clear bags. I love this fabric on top that she used. And this is currently holding my shrug again. That's what it's called. And this one is St. Patrick's Day. It's glittery. The gold shamrocks are glitter. And in that package, since it's in this bag, I'll talk about it. She sent me the rest of her Green Bay Packers yarn. So I'm going to make these socks in September when football season starts. These will be my kind of watching football, kind of not, kind of listening to my husband and my son yell. This is, help me, Nicci. What is this yarn? That
is Heartside Fibers.
I was going to say that. I wasn't sure if it was Heartside or Arkansas. And then this is just some Knit Picks fleece to go with it. I don't know that it will be housed in this bag, but it is for right now. So that's that one. And then she also sent me this Valentine's Day Love Sparkle Super Sparkle bag. So they're all the drawstring closure clear bags.
Because we all need to know what we're working at.
Huh?
I said we all need to know what we're working on without having to dig through each bag.
Yeah, and like I have multiple bags. I mean, from you, but also like that I made personally that have the same fabric, but they're just different sizes, or I just put different stuff in them. So I need to know. I go through that bag hunt every once in a while. And then I got my yarn from Night Owl Fibers, the lovely Rachel. This is the Molly Weasley colorway. She posted this all over the place, so it's not really a spoiler. But I'm going to be casting this on as soon as I get some socks off the needles. And now I'm going to say that it's spoiler alert. If you did not receive your yarn from Freckled Whimsy, please look away, because that is a
club.
Mystery Club. She doesn't post pictures. I haven't seen her posting pictures about it yet, so I don't know that she has. Sorry for the wrinkle. So look away. I'm gonna show it now. So this is the yarn for May. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, you can.
It is, the colorway is Peony in Love. And this really, it's a light pink mini to go with it. So I got the 80-20. So it's 80 grams for the main and 20 for the mini sock kit. That will definitely get me a pair of socks, probably even me and Evelyn a pair of socks if I do shorties. And this is, yeah, this was her monthly cub for me. So it was fun. And then my last thing.
I didn't bring that up. I forgot all about that.
My friends like to talk me into doing things when it's late at night and my head is not clear. And they have convinced me that I need to make a pair of ripple shorts and one of the tops that I'm not sure, what's the designer's name?
Jessie Mead Designs.
Yeah. So one of the tops that she has designed. So we are going to be making that. And then I was like, well, my main excuse was I don't have yarn for it, so I'm not going to make it. You guys are on your own. I'll be over here. And then Kim was like, okay, but you can get the Lion Brand Kumbo and make it. So I went online, I went on Joann, and I found it, and it was, of course, it's clearanced. So I snagged 8 skeins because that's the only, that I wanted to make sure that I had enough, I know I'm not going to need 8 skeins, but I wanted to make sure I had enough. And the only colorway that I could get this yarn in was orange. And I ordered it. I was like, fine, I'll do it. And this yarn has taken almost the length since our podcast to get to me. I've gotten 3 different shipping notifications. This is it.
It's gonna be so pretty.
I love the color. It's just not, I would never pick it for myself if I had other options. Trust me, I went through every other color option that they had on the website, and they were all sold out. So if you're not familiar with this yarn, it is I'm trying to find 51% cotton, 49% rayon from bamboo. Yeah, so this is really soft cotton, and we're going to make shorts and a tank top. And Nicci has some too, but...
Yeah, but I forgot mine, and I have the same color. And then I also got fuchsia.
Yeah, I mean, I was even willing to do fuchsia. I'll look like a highlighter. It's fine, just not orange. But all they had was orange, so I had to go with orange. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
So, is that all?
Yeah.
Yes,
all my
okay. So I got from Leading Fiberman Arts. My mom ordered me yarn for my birthday, but to make her stuff. So I get the leftovers, which it's pink flamingo on DK. So this will be a hat. And then she got herself pink flamingo again on the socks. So I'm sure that I will be able to get her hat and then do something scrappy with the DK. And then the socks, I know I'll get 2 pairs of, because it only takes me 38 grams for mine and 42 for my mom's.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was May's colorway of the month. And then June's came out and I saw it and I had to have it. It was Heather's, the movie from the 80s. I don't know if you can see the speckles right there.
Yeah, you can.
And then I got this for my heel, toes, and cuffs. So this one here, I only got a 50 gram for myself.
Oh, I didn't know they did that.
They do. And that's one thing I really like about Leading Fiberman Arts, is because I don't need more than 50 grams, especially with a mini.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll still have leftovers to put in one of my scrappy projects.
Right.
And then I finally, after almost an entire, no, it was over a month of waiting for my big order from Bumblebee that I made back in April.
Yeah.
This was one of their colorways that they took out, and it was, I think it's Spectacles. No, the Quibbler, and it's Harry Potter. And this I'm gonna hold with red, and I think, I probably shouldn't say this, but I bought that with the intentions to hold with my red from Arkansas Yarn Co. to make the chevron,
Seared West?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
The wrap one though. And then the other colors I got from them are all inspired by Outlander. And these colors all have been taken out too.
Yeah. So with the Quibbler yarn, that's going to be your main color, and then you're going to use the red as your accent.
The red is going to be my accent, my main color, and then the little painted bricks will all be the Quibbler.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So like, yeah, okay. I want some Quibbler.
And then I got a birthday gift from the amazing Lori and Jessica from Arkansas Yarn Co. And so I got their newest shirt here that says, "Where you can be anything, in a world where you can be anything, be kind."
I like that.
And it's the 3/4 length one. And then on the new Yummy Sparkle base, she dyed me up these one-of-a-kind blues.
That's pretty.
And I received her newest one, which is her first anniversary colorway. That's up in her shop right now.
And they changed their tags.
Well, just on this one. It's just for their 1-year anniversary.
Oh, okay.
But now it's like I can't say that word, but now because of the metal tag and everything, I don't want to take it apart and make anything out of it. Because I'm a weirdo like that.
You can use it and then rewind the extras and put the metal tag back on it.
I know.
Or
you know how I am.
I know.
And then I did get one other yarn for a test knit that I'm going to be doing, but I didn't bring it up with me, and it's this almost highlighter color there.
Mm-hmm.
So we will take a brief pause, and we will come back with all kinds of whips.
Mm-hmm. The whip show. Okay, so we're back, and it's time for the whip parade. We both have a substantial amount, considering, well, I have a substantial amount considering what I've been having. We're gonna do this. My first project is in a Knick Knack Knit bag. My favorite one, and it's too big, and I don't want to move it. Is my Rift. And here it is in all of its glory. I'm doing the front piece now, so it's a little more bunchy than it was before on the cords. But there it is there. I'm using 2 strands of Hobby Lobby Soft and Sleek Decay by Yarn Bee in the colorway Ocean Wave, held together.
There it is, right there.
This is my panel side detailing. So I went longer, obviously, than the pattern. I have a shirt in mind. I wore it a few podcasts ago. It's brown and has like jewels on it. That I want to make kind of like that kind of similar style. So I did it longer. It's more of like to the top of my jeans now measurement. So that's what it's going to be. And I'm going to do the V-neck in the front and the boat neck in the back, and same sleeve length as Nicci's. So that's number one for me.
It's gonna be pretty. In my next bag, of course, is a new cast on. You saw the yarn I purchased last episode. This is for my mom's. I don't know. If she retires on July 7th, it'll be for that. If not, it'll be for her birthday, which is July 3rd. Otherwise, if she retires in September, I am going to make something else. Actually, she told me today that she really likes this sweater, so I know that they have a pink at Hobby Lobby, like a fuchsia, magenta, and I would I think that with the black would look really good, or even just holding the two pinks together would look really good. But I started her panel. Can you see that?
Yep.
This is Roller Derby by Arkansas Yarn Co. on just her plush. And then the knitted swatch here. This will be the rest of the sweater. And that is her, Yeah, I Fed Him, from her, oh my goodness, what's that show on Netflix that everybody's watching? Tiger King.
Oh, I was going to say.
I haven't watched it.
But I don't think anybody else has.
And I'm just using my Zings. I normally, unless otherwise stated, I'm normally on Chagus.
Mm-hmm.
But that is all I got on that.
Okay, now it's time for the whip parade. I'm going to do this one. Hey. What's it done, you know? So this, I'm knitting a pair of socks for my husband, Hector. Most of these socks that you'll see are for Hector. And these ones are the socks on the plane. I know I've shown you guys these before. But this sock has been done for quite a while. Excuse all of the stitch markers. But it has a cable running the leg. And then on this one, it is swapped. So this is, I don't know.
What colorway is that?
The colorway is River Rock. I'm not sure who the dyer is, but I got this in one of my knit crates. It was either knit crate or yarn box. It might have been yarn box because I got them both, but this is one. So I'm working up the foot of the second sock, and I want to get these done by Father's Day.
Yikes.
We'll see.
You can do it.
And these are before my first socks that I knit, I used Wendy D. Johnson's, I'm not sure what it's called. Wendy D. Johnson's heel.
For some reason, Smooth Operator just came to mind, and I don't know why.
No, that's not it. I think that is her sock pattern too, but okay. This one is Wendy D. Johnson's toe-up socks with the difference. Something with the difference. Okay. I can't think of what it's called. I'll put it in the show notes. But so basically you are knitting a gusset, like toe up. So like you increase to do the gusset, and then you decrease to do the heel. So it's an interesting construction, but I was still doing that heel with this sock, and now I've been doing the Fish Lips Kiss or the Afterthought. So I have to kind of retrain my mind to do that. And it's in my owl bag. Owl bag. So I have to retrain my mind to do that, which is
I actually have an owls, which is unusual for me.
Yeah, she usually doesn't. It's usually my thing.
Right, and this is back when Mr. Indigo bags made bags with the magnetic closures. And in here...
Or it's not anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
And these are on my Zings as well, my 1.5s. And with June being sock month, I decided that I wanted to do some things that I'm not comfortable with, or I didn't think I liked doing. So for my husband, these are all his socks. I'm doing 3 at a time, but just 1 sock each. So the middle one is his second sock for the biscotti camouflage. This bluish one here is heartside fiber. And then this end one here is Wild Foot by Brown Sheep. But I can only do his... Like, I can't do Afterthought everything on Justin's because I do the 6 inches of the 2x2 ribbing. Then his foot. So I have to close that off and then start again. I can do the Afterthought heel on it. But, yeah. So, we'll see how long they stay free together.
Have you ever done the Afterthought heel for Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done the Afterthought heel for Hector either, but I figured, well, I did, but he hasn't technically worn those socks yet.
Right. He's tried on mine because we have the same foot size.
Yeah. Yeah. And
but because I like shorties and Justin has to have his halfway up his mid-calf.
Hector too. So, for my next pair of socks is my heel-toe do-si-do socks. The pattern is from Kay, the Crazy Sock Lady, and that's the patterning of it.
So pretty.
This is the yarn, not in pattern. This is biscotti yarn in the Witch's Underpants colorway. And I'm on the foot. I put the marker in for my heel, which is here, and I'm on the foot.
Awesome.
First sock, still, since last Halloween.
And I've casted on a pair just singly, also. But these are, geez, this cord. These are from my cousin Courtney. She had bought yarn and sent it to me and asked me to make her some stuff. And I've had it for going on 3 years.
She has small feet.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing as me. Remember, I do just the 10 rows for the cuff, 6 rows, then I put my heel, and then we do 60 and then toe.
Wow, that looks really small.
So that's for 8.5, 9 women's, and this is actually Premier Wool Free in the Grapes colorway.
I like that.
So.
I like that yarn a lot.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to get a pair out of 150 gram, and then the other 50 gram I'll be able to make her fingerless mitts too. So we'll see. That's my goal anyway.
So this is all I have done with my paper socks. So I decided to cast on a pair of socks for my brother, and this is all I got done. This is out of Patton's Croy in the gray-brown marl colorway.
That's pretty.
So, I love my brother. I love him. But he's not the most... He doesn't pay attention what he's doing most of the time. So I didn't want to knit him a pair of socks out of something that wasn't going to stand up to being thrown in the wash with towels, because that's what he would do. Not that he just doesn't care about things that I make him. He just,
Doesn't think.
That's him. So he's been asking me for a pair of socks for a while. So I thought, what the heck? I'll make him a pair of socks. And that's for Marsh.
All right. Well, exploding out of my little hobo bag here that I made are a pair of 2 at a time socks, and everything's tangled right now. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, give me a bag. I don't know if you can even see the colorway because the sun just went down over here, but.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
This is hand painted by Brown Sheep for my mom. Sorry about my phone. I thought I silenced it, obviously. I did not. And this one also is from Brown Sheep, and they're hand painted. So those will be shorties for her. Like I said, because I'm trying to figure out what's her birthday, what's her retirement. So I just got to keep working on both. And if she doesn't end up retiring till later, then I can have that for her Christmas.
Yeah.
So we're both down to 4.
Trying to get to the end of the row.
That's fine. I'm going to mute my phone now that I realized it wasn't.
This is a pair of socks from my mother. So I started a new pair of socks for my mom. This is the pink Cadillac colorway from Michael, what's his? Perfect Pair?
Perfect Pair.
I have a skein right there in my bookcase, so I was looking. This is, yeah, the pink Cadillac colorway. This is where I'm going to do her cut and heel. So not much of a, basically just cuff and a few rounds of leg. I think it's like 5 rounds of leg. And my mom has arthritis in her legs, which causes her ankles to swell. So anything that's on her ankles too high is just not good. And she likes wearing hand knit socks because it's not so irritated to her ankles. So as many hand knit socks as I can make for her. She loves it. And those 2 socks were housed in this knick-knack knit bag.
Then I have a Christmas gift, and this is Hearthside Fibers, crystal base, and it's the salsa colorway, and it's a glove. And I'm doing a 2 pattern. They called for 4 inches of ribbing. The only thing I changed is I did twisted rib. But otherwise, I'm following the pattern, and it's from Patton's Croy, Patton's book. And it's the next 7 steps of, gloves, mittens, what have you. So, and I just got these Prim double points. So I'm trying those out, and I'm really liking them so far. Other than that, they're super, super long.
Yeah. That is on the longer side.
Yeah, and I normally stick my double points in one of the needle minder keepers that my aunt made me last year for my birthday, and then embroidered on them with magnets, but they don't go in, even her super long ones.
Mm-hmm.
Put them out the end. So that is it on that one.
Okay. For my last pair of socks, these are again another pair for Hector. I have one done in this bag. This is the Beyond the Wall colorway from Felici Knit Picks. And this is what it looks like. It already has a heel I did the Fish Lips Kiss heel for this one. And just a standard toe. So that's that one, and then here is the second sock. And I have not put in any markers, but it is there. He has, I know I've shown you guys before, he has the Firefighter colorway from Knit Picks. It's like a brown, it's a red and gray. It's right there. His socks are on the shelf of my bookcase. So, he loves those, and he says that they are the most comfortable socks that I've knit him. I've knit him a pair of commercial yarn from Michael's socks, but he says those are his most comfortable, so he wants more of these. So I will knit him more of these. And I started these before I found out that I wanted to do his socks. After that, everything. So that's why they're still on the needle.
My Wizard of Oz bag from, I ordered it with a club from Knit Style, and I forgot her friend's name that makes the bag. Donna Designs. That's what it is. So inside of this is living a new cast on that I had no business casting on with everything else I have on. But Heather bought me the newest pattern the day after my birthday from Stephen West.
Yeah.
The Lava Legs, because there's a group of us and we celebrate birthdays by pattern. And so here is my start of my Lava Lake. And I'm making this out of Yarn Creations. I had bought her whole adulting collection a few years back, and I've started a couple different things and took my yarn back because I didn't like it. So I love it in this though. And I had put a marker on there from Heather just to show the front when it was so small and I couldn't figure it out right away. But yeah, so now it's in the bag, waiting to be worked on because I have so many other things right now for commitment and test knits. So it'll have to wait, sadly. But I only have the one that I'm knitting on right now, the yarn by her, and this is Frozen Dinners. And I just put it in a little bag with a number on it so that when I do start going, and then on the way back you reverse the colorways.
Oh, okay.
So I knew which way they were coming.
Mm-hmm. It's a good idea.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to remember.
So my next is a little start, not as little as Marshall's socks, but
oh, that's another square.
I am knitting another square. This is out of the, it's not the Ho 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 colorway from Biscotti, but it's the other Christmas, and I can't think of what it is. I can see the picture in my head.
Right, I can see it, but I don't remember.
But I can't think of what it's called. It might even be called Gnome.
I want to say that it might be.
So it's just red, white, and grays. So this will be my next square.
All right. Then in my frog bag that I received as a gift from somebody destashing from Silverset USA is my other Stephen West, the Fanta Stitch. I picked that back up. Got a little bit done. I was down here and I put on all of that.
Nice.
So I'll move that marker up. Someday I will get all my Stephen West off the needles before I cast more on.
Probably.
Possibly.
So I just have our same thing.
Me too. That's all I have left.
So in this bag that I made for myself, it is black and white check and black on top. I am knitting Nicci and I, this is her birthday cast on. We are knitting the Grande Double Wrap from Cozy Up Knits. It's a black and white picture, but that's what it was like, kind of. And this is my, of course I'm in the middle of a dang dong row. Where would I be? Jesus.
Hey, it has to happen to one of us each time, so.
She's a Lou.
Right.
Well, I'll show you as best I can. This is the denim colorway and the black from Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK.
And mine is the white speckle is Malabrigo stock in Disfranc. I don't know how to say the word. I'm sorry. And then the purplish with the maroons and everything is Hearthside Fibers. And I do not know which one it is. And this is, it's 14 inches of garter right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and mine is housed in one of the new bags that will be coming to the shop very soon with the zipper. And that is all my whips.
That's all my whips.
So I will take a brief pause and then come back.
We'll be back.
All right, guys, we are back for the wrap up, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything in the near future really for knitting planned. I do have one. I have Dotted Rays, which I have with Bonnie. She got me that pattern, and we put it on the 10-year mark. So anywhere between now and 10 years, we'll be making it. But
that's a very Bonnie thing to say.
I know that there's a crochet along coming along, Cal. That are you gonna do that with Kim?
Oh, the MCal from Around the Table?
Yeah.
Well, it's the Crochet Project is doing the pattern, but Around the Table is hosting the crochet along. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the yarn requirements. I have my Secret Path still on the needle, still on the hook, and my Odyssey. So I kind of have to. I don't know. I might. I say. Who
we
cares?
always say we're not going to, and then we jump on this bandwagon.
Who cares what I have on the hook? And I have baby stuff to get done.
Yeah, you have a lot of baby stuff. A lot of baby stuff to get done.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna try this week, the next 2 weeks, and get some of my bigger projects off the needles. My Rift, my Sharkigan. I'm just on Rib Island forever. It's a thing.
Kind of like Sleeve Island, it's a thing.
Yeah, I breezed through those sleeves, and it's been taking me 3 months to get done the ribbing. So I'm gonna do that. The kids' last day of school was yesterday, so I feel like I will be able to hopefully spend more time knitting during the day. Hopefully.
Not being a referee.
Yeah, I want to finish some socks. Father's Day is next weekend. I want to finish Hector's socks on the plain socks, at least, maybe even the Beyond the Wall socks. He really wants me to knit him some socks. I can't get it easy, but I got the Hot Cocoa colorway from
Query.
Query, thank you. I wanted to say hard side fiber. That's not even close. I got the hot cocoa colorway from Query, and he wants me to knit him socks out of that. Even though
You're
it's
gonna
not.
give him your query?
I told him I would make us both a pair of socks.
Okay.
Because it's 100 grams, so I can knit him a pair of socks with contrasting heel, toes, and cuffs, and me a pair.
Right.
So,
sorry.
there's always things that I want to make. There's always future things, but nothing set in stone as of like a start date yet. So, stay tuned to this channel.
I was pushed, nudged into the other knit along for Around the Table. If you don't follow Around the Table yarns, go over to aroundthetable.com.
Mm-hmm.
Sign up for their newsletter. They're doing a bunch of knit alongs this summer, and there's a 4-day challenge for the soundtrack that comes out, I want to say July 1st.
Is that the sweater, the colorwork sweater?
Yeah. I don't remember if it comes out before. One starts the 17th of this month, one starts the 1st of July.
I think the sweater is July 1st.
I'm hoping, because I have to get some major things off my needles.
Yeah. I remember telling Kim, because she was saying that she's making the sample for that.
Right. So she nudged me into also making it. And, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, I remember saying to Kim that she would be able to get the crochet one off the hook before the.
Because she can crochet
but it's
to the right.
It's 5 weeks, so it's like it's a mystery. So a clue comes out every week for 5 weeks, right. So she won't have enough time. But in theory, she would if she had the whole pattern.
Yeah. So. I mean, think about how fast she got the secret pass off.
Yeah.
I think she had it like a week and a half, and we're both still like,
Yeah.
But, my son's birthday, Father's Day, Kim's birthday.
Yeah, so we're gonna have another
next weekend.
Birthday.
Yeah. So happy birthday, Kim.
Birthday, Kimberly.
Happy birthday to JJ. Today is actually my aunt's birthday. And I have family coming all next week from Oklahoma. They'll be here Monday through Thursday. So how much knitting time I'll get right now, I don't know.
We'll see.
Right. So hopefully, fingers crossed, in 2 Saturdays we'll be back.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm sending Hector fishing that Saturday, so. I told him for Father's. Well, the boat here has been leaving. They're just taking out small groups of guys, so the price for the ticket is kind of higher because they're only allowed to have like half capacity. Oh, okay. So they, I told him to go today, and he was like, "No, I don't want to. It's probably already full anyway." So he called the captain. Him and the captain are friends, and he called the captain, and he was like, "Yeah, it's already sold out." And so we're like, all right, so we might tentatively going to Arizona to my dad's house next weekend for Father's Day. So if we do that, he would not be here for Father's Day to go fishing on Father's Day or on the Saturday of Father's Day. So he might be going the next Saturday after Father's Day.
Yeah, and I know next Saturday I have to watch the babies because of weddings. So, and then of course JJ's birthday, Kim's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I have like 5 things all on the same day for birthdays. Yeah. So I will be happy when July 1st hits and there's 2 birthdays in that whole month and I don't have to worry about nothing for once.
Yeah, the only birthday I have in July is Gabriel's, which he's been getting presents for 2 months, so.
But Mom, he's good.
It's not Gabe, it's my husband.
I know.
We go somewhere and he's like, "Oh, let's buy this for Gabe's birthday." And then he comes home and promptly gives it to him. There's a
What's Gabe gonna do when there's no more birthday after this and Dad's not, prompting to buy gifts for it?
I don't know. There's a 9-foot racetrack in my living room right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that big. Wow. That's gotta be.
And it's one of those where like you hit the button and it launches the car. And there's 2 sides. So and it goes in a loop-de-loop.
Okay.
And so in the mouth you go bam, bam, bam. Yeah. It's fun.
So everybody stay safe.
Mhm.
And we hope you will all be happily knitting. Today is Knit in Public Day.
Oh, it is?
I hope everybody's having fun doing that. Last year I was out knitting in public with the knitting group, but this year we all know how well that's not allowed right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just go knit on my porch.
Yeah. I hope that you all are staying safe, and I hope that your states are opening, but also taking the proper precautions, and not just opening and letting people run wild. So,
yeah. Unlike
my state is opening slowly. So
my state was, let's just open, and every county has their own rules. So it's a crapshoot right now in this state. So.
Yeah. It is what it is at this point.
Pretty much.
So we will shoot for 2 weeks on Saturday to record. If we're able to record on Wednesday, we will, but for sure Saturday in 2 weeks.
Happy knitting. Don't forget to put your entries in the Cals over on Ravelry, because they will all be closing, because in 2 weeks, well, no, we'll still be in June, so they'll have a little bit more time, but not much. Or will we be out of June? I don't know.
In 2 weeks when we record, yeah, it'll be the
27th.
Yeah, so we'll have one more plea to get you guys to put them in.
So, happy knitting.
Happy knitting. We'll see you later.
Bye.